Hello, my name is Corinne, and in this video, I want to share with you a message I received from water about a week ago. So I was laying in the water, and I'm trying to keep my head above water, and I'm trying to do my breathing exercises so that I could relax and meditate. And as I was laying there, I intuitively hear the words, "Relax, let me hold you." So at that point, I realized that I was not relaxed. So I intentionally relaxed my core muscles, and as soon as I did that, I felt my torso float like a buoy. It just kind of came up, and as my torso came up to higher in the water, my head went back further, and then I also realized that my neck muscles were tight, and so I intentionally relaxed my neck muscles, and my head kind of found this place in the water where it felt comfortable. I wasn't straining, I wasn't tensing, I wasn't using my muscles at all, and I was floating so much easier. And as I'm laying there and I'm floating, I realized that if this water were moving water like a river, I would be flowing. And the word flow really stuck with me. A couple days later, I had this health crisis, and I went to urgent care, and urgent care confirmed my fears and sent me to the ER. Now, a little personal information, I didn't want to go to the ER because we have a $5,000 deductible that we have to pay out of pocket before our insurance kicks in. And this, this restarts every year. So even if we've used up some of it in a previous year, it starts all over. And so we are fresh at the beginning, and I'm thinking to myself, last time one of my family members had an ER visit, it cost practically the full $5,000. And our insurance never kicked in, so insurance didn't cover it. It was completely out of pocket. So here I am. This was just a couple days ago. And not only did I go to urgent care, but now I'm going to the ER. And, I went through the whole process. Everyone from urgent care and ER was thinking the same thing I was thinking. And by the end of the night, they did not confirm the worst fear. So I left ER without a diagnosis, but also with a little peace of mind that they could not confirm anything severe was happening. And then I keep referring back to this message that I got in the water. And I've just been marinating on it. So if you are aware of the Bozzi chart, according to the Bozzi chart, I am metal. That's my element. And we are in 2026, the year of the fire horse. In June, this is when it happened. I think it was June 1st or June 2nd that I went to the ER. My candle is hissing at me as I say this. So June is a wood month, and wood enhances fire. So June is the hottest, fieriest month of the year of 2026, and my element, metal, is the most vulnerable to these energies. And I'm thinking it's the first or the second. I think it was the second. And it's already getting me. It's hitting me. And so we are tested in areas. We have triggers. Most triggers are either, financial or health or relationships or sudden changes. And here I am. My biggest trigger is health. And not only did it trigger the health, but it triggered, the financial concerns. It triggered relationship concerns because it affected my family, and sudden change. There was possible sudden change, very scary sudden change. So it triggered all of them right off the bat, coming right out of the gate in June. Here I am facing these fires. So if I'm metal, fire can either melt me and destroy me, or fire can refine me and forge me into something better. So I'm really thinking about this message from water, and water is the hero in the year of 2026 in this fire horse energy. Water is the hero. And in the hottest month, which is June, we really need water. Me especially. Water represents rest, restoration, perspective, intuition. It represents flow. Water is very feminine. So if you think of a mother, loving, nurturing, reassuring, it builds you up. It protects, but in a soft way. And it's very fierce as well, even though it's soft. So water, even though it's soft, can wear rock down. It creates a path. It's really hard for me to rest. I struggle with my sleep. I have shared in a previous video that I don't get very many hours of sleep a night. And I've always been very high energy. It is really hard for me to relax, slow down, to meditate. It takes so much discipline. I tried Tai Chi once, and I was a wushu instructor. So, martial arts is something that I did, but Tai Chi was so hard because you have to slow down and you have to time your breathing with the movements. And they kept saying, you're going too fast, slow down, time your breathing, slow down. And it was so hard. Like any other style of martial art in wushu, I could do. I could do weapons and I could do empty hand, but it's fast and it's powerful. But Tai Chi was so hard because having to slow down just does not come naturally for me. I have been trying to rest my mind, to rest my grip, to literally rest my muscles. I can feel the tension in my face, in my neck. I can feel it in my back. And interestingly, when I was in the ER, they took my blood pressure 3 times, and the technician, as well as the lady recording everything, kept making eye contact, and they said, just do it again. And then they said, okay, try the other arm. And I'm like, why do they keep doing this? It was because my blood pressure was so high. And then they said, okay, do the EKG. And so they put all these like stickers on me, and they were checking to see if I was like having a heart attack because my blood pressure was so high. And I'm like, I don't have high blood pressure normally. It must be just because I'm so stressed right now. I don't normally share any downloads that I receive, any messages that I receive. And hearing from water giving me messages is new. I mean like within the last couple of months new. This is a new energy talking to me. And maybe someday I'll do a video on all my messages from water, but this one I really felt like I was supposed to share because it's so timely. We are in the fieriest month of the fieriest year, June 2026. And I'm sure this fire energy is not just getting to me, but it's probably getting to others as well. Whether it's burning you or burning you out, draining your energy, maybe it's just singeing, or maybe you're just uncomfortable. Whatever it is, however this fire energy is hitting you, I want to share this message because water is the hero for this year. We need to tap into this water energy. Fire energy can come across as stress, anxiety, impatience, a tendency to overcommit, a sense of urgency. And so those energies could cause us to react instead of respond. Water wants us to slow down, to tap into our intuition, to take a step back and to evaluate the situation before we respond. Whereas fire, when, think about it, when you get burned, you want to react. You want to pull back. You want to douse the fire. During this month in 2026 altogether, we need to drink a lot of water. We need to prioritize sleep. Definitely control temper. When those heated conversations happen, to not react, but to take a breath, think about how we're going to react, how we're going to respond. We should reduce screen time and create some kind of cooling ritual. And by ritual, what I mean is, something daily. So for me, I have been, when I find myself a little anxious, a little impatient, to take 10 deep breaths. So in 4, hold 4, out 7. That's what I've been trying to do. I've also been trying to drink a lot of water because I drink a lot of coffee and juice, and that's probably not helpful. Going back to when I was in the water and I was literally straining to hold my head above water, pun intended. If we apply that to life, where are we straining? Where are we tensing? Where are we gripping? Where do we need to relax the grip? Where do we need to relax our mindset? Like I mentioned, finances, is it health? Is it change? Is it relationships? True love is letting somebody be free, right? So we don't want to grip our loved ones. We don't want to try to control our loved ones. We want them to be free to make up their own minds, to be free to make up their own decisions, to exercise their own individuality and their own authenticity without projecting our expectations onto them. So relaxing our grip with relationships, relaxing our grip with finances. Another area where we can release our grip or relax is expectations, whether that's expectations of life, expectations of people, expectations from our work environment, financial expectations, whatever it is. Flow with water is complete surrender. It's a mindset of trust. I literally have to get in water and close my eyes to feel like I can slow down, to feel like I can relax my mind. I don't know why I have to do that. It could be like I could be laying on a beach and listening to the waves crash. That works as well. But somehow I have to connect with water energy to relax. I can't. I'm just so hyperactive. I was ADHD as a child. When I was a child, I didn't hear that term at all. That was not something that was said. But now that I've grown up, I definitely feel like I was an ADHD child. I could not sit still. I could not stop talking. I couldn't wait for recess and lunch because I would just run and do flips on the grass and I just needed to get this energy out. Whatever you have to do to connect to this water energy, whether it's going out and sitting by a body of water, a river, an ocean, a lake, and just listening to the water, or whether it's actually getting into the water, or just closing your eyes and thinking about water. I like to bless my water. I like to thank my water before I drink it. However it is that you can connect to this water energy, I encourage you to do this throughout the month of June and throughout the rest of 2026. And I really think that things are going to get fiery in so many areas, not just in your personal life, but in collectively. And nationally and globally, I think things are just really going to heat up. It's going to be a very fiery year. So throughout this year, do what you have to do to connect to water. Just remember that water is loving. So that's my story. I hope you got something from it. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.